sticking with kind of the bigger schools missing the championships, Georgia, Texas, and Bama. We talked about this in the Big Ten already, with Michigan, Penn State, Oregon missing the championships. Why are Georgia, Texas, and Alabama going to miss the championship? I know it's crazy, Harry. All right, don't get to. I'm not saying, in my opinion, these are the three best teams in the SEC first off, but this is from their tough schedule. So the other teams don't play as tough of a schedule. So first off, we'll go in order here. Let's look at Georgia's schedule. All right. Pull this thing up. Looking at Georgia's schedule here. All right. Clemson, that game doesn't matter because we're talking SEC here. Okay, so that's not going to have any impact. But let's look at the losable games in the SEC. Alabama, I think now, again, I don't think any of these teams are better than Georgia. But when you play these tough games back to back to back, it starts to wear on you. And the good news is with the playoff expansion, you can lose 2 games and still make the playoff. But realistically speaking, who could they lose to here? Alabama, it's been done before. That's a maybe. Texas, that team's talented. That's a maybe. Ole Miss, I don't see Ole Miss beating them. They kind of beat the crap out of Ole Miss last year, but that Ole Miss roster is improved. Tennessee, same situation. I don't know if they could, but this is one of the bold predictions that I don't necessarily see happening, but it is a realistic scenario that could possibly happen. Now, again, if this scenario did happen, I would say similar to this year, I would not want to play Georgia if they make it in the college football playoff. If this happened, that's not something I would want to do because they're probably going to be on a vengeance. All right, let's see. Now we're on Alabama. All right, so what games could they lose? We're talking Georgia, obviously. All right, Tennessee, Missouri, LSU. Could Auburn or Oklahoma beat them? Possibly. We saw Auburn almost beat them last year. This 3-game stretch right here, they're losing one of these. Possibly 2. Tennessee, Missouri, LSU, I would not be shocked if they lose 2 of these games. Because Missouri, I think, is going to be really good, and then Tennessee and LSU, I think, are going to be pretty solid as well. So as of right now, we got Texas probably losing to Georgia. Like I said, I think Georgia is going to lose at least one of those games. But in this scenario, we've got them losing 2 in this prediction. But in this prediction for Texas, all right, they're losing to Georgia. Then they're losing to either Oklahoma or A&M. All right, they lost to Oklahoma last year. Not insane to think they will again, even though I obviously just said Oklahoma will go 500. Then A&M, could they get their get back? We'll see. So this isn't necessarily one I just completely believe in, but it is something that is a somewhat realistic scenario, Now, is it going to happen? Highly unlikely, but could it happen? Could UMass beat Georgia, according to Nathan? We're talking real life here, not NCAA, Nathan. Come on. All right, Harry says, win. Bama has whiskey before us. Texas has UU before us. I like that last one. All right. Yeah, because y'all beat the crap out of Ole Miss last year. I'll give y'all that one. And, yeah, very bold. All right. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. This is one I don't think it's necessarily, going to happen. But I was like, is it possible? Yeah. So you're telling me there's a chance.